Yai na 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 yai na 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 na. When is that music typically played? At a graduation. Anyone know what it's called? Pomp and Circumstance March number 1 in D. In D, kol hakavod. I mean, anyone know who wrote it? Thank you very much. It was an English composer, Sir Edward Elgar, in 1901. When it received a double encore at a concert, it came to the attention of Edward VII, who requested it for his coronation. And then it became a staple of American graduations after Elgar, the composer, received an honorary degree from Yale in 1905. Anyone know that it has words as well? Yeah? Someone say, Carol, call it. Yafeh ma'od. There was a choral arrangement in 1902 using this poem called Land of Hope and Glory. Well, it is graduation season. Is anyone here graduating? Do we have any graduates here? Anyone have family who's graduating this season? Yafeh. Wonderful. Mazal tov to all of our graduates. A little over a week ago, we marked graduation for our preschools here at Bethel on these steps on the Bima. I'm not sure which was more precious, seeing the little kiddos march down the aisle in their cap and gown, or watching their parents try to take photos of them while at the same time wiping away their tears. In my family, my youngest son is graduating from high school this coming week, so yes, we are becoming empty nesters. Graduation is a time of parties and of ceremonies. It's a time of looking back and looking ahead and considering, oh, the places you'll go. And not surprisingly, once again, graduations have become politicized, with students and faculty taking the stage to speak out against Israel and for the Palestinians. As the school year comes to a close, we can do no better than turning to our Parsha for a message for graduates, for their families, and really for any of us seeking a North Star to guide our journey through life. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha Ya'er Adonai panav elecha ve'yichuneka Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. As many of you know, this is Birkat Kohanim. It is the priestly blessing, so called because in the time of the ancient temple in Jerusalem, the Kohanim, or the priests, used these words from our Parsha to bless the Jewish people. This blessing is beloved for several reasons. First, it's really, really old. It's one of the oldest blessings in Jewish tradition. In fact, archaeologists discovered a 2,600-year-old amulet with these words inscribed upon it just outside of the old city of Jerusalem, meaning that we have been saying these words for literally thousands and thousands of years. Second, it's beloved because this blessing is personal. In addition to its use by Kohanim and later Shlichei Tzibor, by priests and later service leaders for the community, these words are used by parents to bless their children on Friday nights as well as at major milestone moments, their baby namings and their weddings, and so why not also their graduations? Finally, it's beloved for its poetry. The 3 verses of this threefold blessing are structured as a rising crescendo made of 3, 5, then 7 words, of 15, 20, then 25 consonants, of 12, 14, and then 16 syllables. In its simplicity lies its strength. But mostly, the Birkat Kohanim is beloved because of what it says. When I bless my children with these words on Friday nights, sadly going forward now only over the phone, this is my kavanah. This is my intent. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. In this sometimes scary and dangerous world of ours, I pray for the most basic of things. May God bless them with physical and mental health, that they be safe from harm. In the background, I'm thinking to myself, take good care of yourself. Don't get injured playing ultimate frisbee or get in a car accident. Eat a healthy diet. Have fun responsibly. Know that too many all-nighters will leave you depleted and susceptible to getting sick. Make good decisions. Be wary of those who might lead you astray. And should danger find you, I pray that others will be there to keep you safe. Our rabbis added an additional layer explaining Yevarechecha means may God bless you with wealth. V'yishmerecha adds, may God guard your possessions from being stolen. In Jewish tradition, there is no shame in praying for prosperity. And for some, the only reason to go to school is to be financially successful. But Jewish tradition teaches that material wealth is not to be an end in and of itself. The medieval Italian commentator, the Sforno, teaches, Im ein kemach, ein Torah. Pray for wealth that you might be able to devote yourself to a life of Torah and mitzvot, to further learning, and to mitzvot like giving tzedakah. In other words, use your prosperity for a higher purpose, to better yourself and the world around you. The blessing continues. Ya'ernai pana ve'lecha v'yichuneka. May God illuminate God's countenance and be gracious unto you. If the first blessing is about the physical, when I say the word ya'er to my boys, I think of the intellectual, ya'er, from the word or, which means light. So I pray for their enlightenment, for them to think critically and deeply, to be challenged intellectually, to broaden their horizons. And I pray that they develop a love of learning unrelated to grades and a desire to keep learning long after a degree is conferred. The last difficult to say word, Yichuneka, may God be gracious unto you, tells us that growing smarter is important, but in and of itself isn't enough. The Sifrei, the Midrash on the book of Numbers, adds, V'yichuneka bedat, b'vina haskel, b'musar, u'v'chochma. Be gracious unto you with understanding, with insight, with musar, and with wisdom. You see, there are people who get a 4.0, people who graduate at the top of their class, but rather than putting their learning to good use, they squander it, they misuse it, they twist it, they hoard it, so that it neither benefits them nor others. All their learning is of little value to their lives and to our world. Sometimes it is just the opposite. It is destructive. And so, like our daily prayer for wisdom, Ata chonen le'adam da'at, I pray v'yichuneka, same root, God bestow upon us your grace, that we might turn knowledge into wisdom, intelligence into ethical behavior, learning into blessings. Finally, the Birkat Kohanim concludes, Saranai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom. May God lift God's face unto you and grant you peace. We've gone from the physical to the intellectual to now the emotional. When I say this blessing to my boys, I pray for shalom and for shlemut, for peace and for wholeness. I don't expect that they will never face problems in this world. Indeed, sometimes our scars are our greatest teachers. But I pray that they will emerge from those challenges more whole. I pray that they are whole in their individual identities as human beings and whole in their identities as Jews, whole in their relationships, whole in the sense of integrity and contentment, whole in the sense of belief in themselves, whole that they might know joy and love and share them with others. Of course, our lives are inextricably bound up with the world around us, and so I pray fervently that they live in a time of peace and in a place of peace. As our graduates and their families begin a new chapter in their lives, I pray that they take these words to heart, that they carry these words with them, for they are words not just written in our holy Torah, but words that come from the depths of our heart. May God bless you. May you be healthy, safe, and prosperous. May you be wise and be kind. And may you know God's gift of harmony and peace. Barechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha Ya'ernai panav elecha ve'yechuneka Sarnai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. Amen.